Hello, Aries. It's umomgtarot, and this is your love and relationships tarot card reading for September. Aries, let's do this. Let's get into it. All right, I want to see who comes up in your energy right away. Some of you are immediately thinking of this person. Some of you maybe haven't met this person yet. Let's see who comes up when it comes to love and relationships with Aries. Love and relationships with Aries. All right. Aries, okay. You know, I'm gonna leave it reversed. So, cause like when it's reversed, I go dark-sided traits may apply. Upright, light-sided, light-sided traditional traits will apply. Okay, Aries. So your first card is Aries, yourself. You looking in the mirror. You looking in the mirror. Person might be mirroring traits that you have. Then we have Neptune, and okay. Excuse me. Felt like I inhaled a cloud of dust. All right, Neptune. Neptune is associated with Pisces, so we'll take the Neptunian aspects of Pisces and factor this in to who's coming in. Might be some delusions. Might be some heavy daydreaming. I don't like it particularly for love and relationships because it's dreamy if you're in a relationship, but if you're single, it's more, shall we say, delusional. Hold on. Hey. Oh. Where? Any? Hold up. Crazy cats. I got 3 cats. I hear fighting. I can't find one cat. Really? This is a 1-bedroom apartment. Be so for real. Where were you guys? Okay. They were in the kitchen. Neptune. You know what? I'm closing my door. Actually, you get in here, and I'm closing my door so that you don't attack anyone else. I'm not gonna chase you. This is so disrespectful. So disrespectful. People have clicked out like crazy because of that. Alright? Aries, you're here for the chaos. I don't care. Aries are here for the chaos. They understand why things get chaotic and hectic when an Aries reading is occurring because Mars is activated. And yeah, Mars was activated in my cat. Boom. Oh! Okay. Saturn. Big lessons. Big karma. Big old lessons. And also Capricornian energy. Pairs well with Capricorn, Aries energy, so I'm not mad about that. And also in relationships, I feel like it's more about boundaries and structure and the foundational stuff and not just the emotional stuff in relationships. Not just the spicy stuff, not just the, ooh, I'm excited stuff. It's more the, okay, well, logistically, is this going to work out? Can we make this work? Compromise. Right? There's some delusion in there. I feel like because of that Neptune. All right, because of the Aries energy, there may be some susceptibility to conflict with this person. I feel like the person that you're thinking of might be like you. There is an underlying conflict to them, underlying maybe even aggression or just some sort of misunderstanding that just heightens things to a conflict-based energy between you two. It could be just selfishness, or it could be arrogance, pig-headedness. It could be like they're just very spontaneous, impulsive. That's a better word. Impulsive nature of both parties or you. That's probably an aspect that does not work for the relationship because it's in reverse, so dark-sided aspects. But then there's the Neptune, the delusion that things will be good and great. And then, again, the inspiration, the passion and all that, exciting and whatnot, but we have to look at the dark side of it and be like, sometimes it makes for an unstable situation or a situation where we have to work a little bit harder to create stability and maintain the chaos, keep it low. Maybe additional efforts to avoid any type of conflict and aggression. Neptune is keeping the delusions alive that this is a great and healthy thing and a wonderful thing and something that you daydream about. So maybe there's meant to be-ness to it. It does activate that, and Saturn does say, hey, boundaries are a thing that maybe have been violated in the past or maybe need to be solidified. Because there maybe were no boundaries. Maybe there was no, oh, that bothers me. Don't do that. Maybe there's just like, oh, you know that bothers me. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to be angry and resentful for a while. So it feels like highlighting a little bit of shortcomings that are opportunities to get over, or just to acknowledge things sometimes help you get over it. It's like, oh, I didn't realize I was doing that. My bad. I didn't know I was doing that. That's fair. Just being reasonable and knowing kind of. I think that's what a lot of people who care about astrology care about, because they just want to understand why they want to understand aspects of their character. It may not be the whole story, obviously, because environmental, genetics, family, like just all everything else. But it's just like core things that people connect with, multiple people that can connect to, like just that impulse control with most Aries, or that feistiness, or that self-centeredness, that even whether or not you see that as a negative thing, it's kind of like people usually weigh in on how they deal with it, or or you can see how it affects the other signs. So you're like, maybe I can notice that about myself and put myself in situations where that's a good thing, where it's fun, where like in competitive situations where it's a good thing. So Neptune also, again, gives the daydream, the delusion. That's what, puts the red flags up. Maybe your approach to relationships shouldn't be like, oh, but they got washboard abs, and like, but I had a dream about them, and so that means we were meant to be here. Like, it shouldn't be the delusional, intangible things that just, they don't support, they're not going to be on supporting documents as to why this makes a case for a good relationship. So maybe just assessing those delusions in your life. There's a difference between manifestation and maybe my ex from like grade 3 is still thinking of me, and like, it's like, let's not dream. Let's pick up phone calls. Sorry, I dropped some cards. I might be eating my words because the card that flipped over was this one. Angel of the Ocean, healing, temperance, infinity. Ain't that that's reconciliation? That's, infinity, the loop, the cycle being, at first it's like, oh, is the cycle going to end? Nope. Loop, 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 loop. It's like, it's infinity. It's a never-ending cycle. So again, that right there is like, oh, that could be possible. Healing and reconciliation could be possible with someone. And that's the jump-off point for this month in this reading, just thinking about somebody. But again, if this card were reversed, it would be obsession. There's a thin line between healthy healing and an obsession. This is also Sagittarius energy. It's somewhat connected to you, so you fire signs. But let's keep on. Then we have the 4 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. Holy smokes. Holy. It makes me feel validated in that whole delusion theory. And this is not to insult you guys. This is like, because you guys are one of the few signs that you can be like, shake your shoulder and be like, listen, be for real. The person that you're thinking of, do you just miss them, or did they, like, are you apart because it didn't work out, because like they did you dirty this time and that time and that time, and if this was anybody else, you'd be like, no, kick them to the curb. But you're just like, listen to too many Adele songs, and you're like, but what if I never love again? We still don't settle. We love ourselves. We Justin Bieber it. So healing, reconciliation, whether that's making peace with yourself, well, it should be making peace with yourself or making peace with somebody else. With all these swords, it's like, okay, maybe we should just like relax and not head into anything too quickly, because the 4 of Swords represents recovery. It represents somebody reflecting on what they did, what they've been through, and all the daggers they threw and the daggers that were thrown at them. Reflecting on a tough situation. When you think about it, maybe that's what you really need to do. Really analyze the situation that was at one point hurtful, very sharp pain, very violent, very callous, very cold. And if this person has done something that was just straight up cold, callous, I don't care about you type thing, it's like really, really sit on that. Really recover from that. Really reflect and meditate on that before the recovery, actually. Like, think about that and process that fully. Be like, they left you for dead. They said, I don't care about how you feel. I'm going to get with this person, and I'm going to play you, and I'm going to laugh about it. I'm going to make you hate me. They did all that. Just think about that. Think about that for real. And because I think that some of you are at the crossroads. This person might be reaching out this month. Somebody who's hurt you, somebody who's done something that put you through something challenging, violence, and it could have just been your mental health. They just kind of mess with your mental health for a bit. You were out of commission. You weren't fully functional for X amount of time, and you'll never forget that. And they shouldn't get that access or the power to do that again unless there's healing, there's reconciliation, there's true, genuine recovery. There's true and genuine reflection of all those challenges and facing the truth and personal accountability. But I think Two of Swords coming right here in the middle is just showing the crossroads, wondering if this is worth salvaging, if this is worth exploring, if I should leave well enough alone. Am I curious? Am I willing to risk being that hurt, weak again? And then we see the Ten of Swords. And we go, we reinforce what we've been kind of enforcing this whole time, is that just be real. Be real. Be real with yourself. Be real. Be real about the boundaries so that you don't get hurt. Be real about when you got hurt, how there were not boundaries in place. As nice as these things are, maybe you've manifested them with your Neptunian ways where you daydream about this person. Maybe the opportunity does show itself and you're at a crossroads because you're tempted to do what you have always been doing or what you would have always been doing. Like saying, okay, let's get back together. I missed you. La, 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 la. Or being like, let me give this toxic situation a chance for the first time, even though I've been down this road before with a different make model. But the same energy. Keep dating the same people. I know how this is going to end. Ten of Swords is like the endings are there. But if you remember, this is a very dramatic card where like there's 10 swords in the back. So it's kind of like overkill. It's like you've been down this road before. You know how this ends. Maybe trying something new with the boundaries, the willpower to assert those boundaries and not let yourself fall for your own delusions, and I hate to keep saying delusional, but there's probably a better term, like your imagination about relationships. So you can see the best in people, you can see something that isn't really there, and maybe you project what you would do with a person if you were them onto them, and then they fall short, and they're not really falling short because they never wanted to do that, and you get offended or you get hurt or you get disappointed or whatever. Maybe you just recognizing that you're doing that is sometimes the most helpful thing. So healing, Sagittarius energy, easygoing, let bygones be bygones type energy, especially when it's easy to heal and reconcile any challenges with people when they really have an understanding of why it was hurtful and a deep sorrow or a deep appreciation for why they shouldn't have done that, or like they've learned. Basically, that's all you can really ask for. Maybe a little restitution. You could buy me some flowers, or you could buy me dinner. You could buy me a car, house, any of that, and I can forgive you easily, no problem, because it's really showing the magnitude of pain that you feel like you've inflicted. So a house is nice if you could do that. And then, a decision is made. Should I accept this? Should I move on? Accept that and move on. I feel like the Ten of Swords is a very clear kind of like, well, are you at the crossroads when you've been down this road 10 times before? Because it's like you already know what to do. You already know what to do kind of thing. Or are you at the crossroads where if you choose to go down that road again, are you at least realizing where it's going to go? Like being like, this is a 90% chance of ending. Cat's running. Okay, so some of you just, again, real about your situation, but it also seems very challenging. Like it's not like an easy situation, easy decision. It's not dealing with a person that's like new, fresh, and I love you, and oh, there's so much potential here. It's like something. It's coming from someone who you've been in conflict with in the past, somebody that you daydream about. But I think it could be like a Stockholm syndrome type of thing, where like we've been through so much. I feel like history or all these things that we've been through have bonded us, and yet like there's some sort of trauma bonding to it. There's some sort of like dirty unlightness to the connection. If I'm being real, there's a lot of swords. So this person could even have mental warfare going on with you, manipulative. Just a situation that maybe even if they're not manipulative, it's like you've manipulated yourself to believe that there's something there and they're not, and this cycle is like never ending. Healing, reconcile, come back, crossroads, it ends. Two of Wands, wondering what's out there. Having a vision, thinking about the past, thinking about the future. I feel like with this person, in this relationship, in this person-people situationship, I feel like you know what you're getting intuitively. you know what you're daydreaming about and hoping for, because it's maybe like you've watched a lot of Disney, and maybe like you might even, well, it feels like you might even get that, but when it's in front of you, realizing what it is and the pain that is pulled out of you, I think you should pay attention to how real those feelings are too. How many feelings just naturally pop up when you're around this person when they come to reconnect. Um, just being like, you know, I know how this is gonna end. I know how this is gonna end. I know if I assert boundaries that I really thought about before you came back or before you came into my life, then I might lose you, and that's a huge red flag. And so I already know how this is gonna end, kind of thing. But maybe going through that cycle one more time with that knowledge, with that wisdom, with that perspective, that might be helpful for you to not go through another cycle, or maybe even figure something out. I mean, there's something out there. I feel like the at the end of the day with this person, if it's like some ex that you're dealing with, I feel like your eyes are out there wondering. It'll leave you wanting more. It'll rediscovering or revisiting this situation will leave you still kind of being like, oh, I bet there's something better out there. I bet there's a situation I could be in that's better, but I just haven't found it. So I just feel like I can't entertain that unless it's put in front of me. But like, I still wonder what is out there, and if I could find something better. So that's already right there. Is not. Maybe this person comes back for a cycle of just proving you that they can't be that person that you already know that you want, now that you've determined what you truly want in a healthy relationship, a healthy partnership. Especially this month. Hey, let the games begin. Why not? We're in love games. Okay? So there it is, Aries. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own... Not doing the personal readings yet, but you can check out my Etsy shop. I sell candles and home fragrances, sometimes gemstones. And you can have a look-sees at that and give some of them products a like, because that helps your girl out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.